Hey, I'm Kevin.
I'm Jeremiah.
And this is VideoGame Eats,
where we craft your favorite foods from your favorite video games.
Today we're starting on our Fall at Eat series. Jay, what are we making?
Making BlamCo Mac and Cheese and Iguana-on-a-stick.
You're gonna want a iguana. Our first recipe on Fall at Eats is Iguana-on-a-stick. This is a classic from all the Fallout video games. Killer Raider, they always have this on them. It's a great source of health, but you get some rads for it. We got our iguana right here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our marinade. We're gonna let it marinate for about an hour. And then we're gonna go ahead and grill it with some onion on some kebab sticks. So first step is we're gonna go ahead and grab our good old Ziploc bag. And we're gonna go ahead and take 5 cloves of garlic that we minced up. We're gonna put them in there. Half cup of olive oil. Pour that in there. 2 tablespoons, or 2 teaspoons of red wine vinegar. Half teaspoon of ground ginger. 1 teaspoon of honey, which, you know, it's cold out here, so this is never gonna come out. Our honey's frozen in there. So we're gonna go ahead and just tablespoon. Add a second. And then lastly, we're going 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. So our next step, we're gonna go ahead and cut up this iguana. Better grab your nitrile gloves. Oh yeah. Back to cooking. It's been a while since we last filmed an actual episode of food. So we're getting back in the rhythm, but we're having fun. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these up now. We got our knife, and we're just gonna do bite-sized pieces. Little squares, little cubes, you know. You can see this iguana meat looks a lot like chicken, but I'll tell you, it has a better flavor than chicken in my opinion, especially with the extra rads. You get a nice texture, almost. All right. So we got our iguana meat cubed up here. We're gonna go ahead and take it and just stick it in this bag. Seal this bad boy up. I know Jay likes to give it a test, so we'll go ahead and try that. And then we're gonna give this a good shake, make sure everything gets coated well. And this is gonna go in the fridge for about an hour, hour and a half, however long you got. 30 minutes will work fine too. We're gonna do about an hour and a half. Looks really good. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in the fridge.
So the next thing we're making is the BlamCo Mac and Cheese. Now, like every normal mac and cheese recipe, we start with boiling carrots. And stirring. Ah, yes, the very effervescent carrots. So the carrots have been simmering for about 15 minutes. We can push a fork through it. They're tender, they're good to go. We're going to strain our carrots real quick. And after that, we're going to put this in here. All right, so now we have hot carrots. We're gonna add the milk. We'll wash your sister sauce. And we're gonna hit it. Now I know it called for heavy cream, but I wasn't trying to make butter, so we're gonna add the heavy cream now, and we're gonna emulsify a little bit later, a little bit more. Don't know what to do with this. Good enough. All right, so once this is ready, we put it aside because we're going to make a roux. All right, so in the same pan, we're going to add the butter and let that get melted. This is what we do when we need to melt the butter. This is the melt the butter dance. Melt the butter dance. Almost melted. We're going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. 2 teaspoons of garlic, 2 teaspoons of whole grain mustard. We're gonna stir that so that all those flavors and that butter gets nice together. After all that's mixed together, we're gonna add our 1/4 cup of flour. This is gonna make a very nice roux here. All right. And then from there, we're gonna add in our carrot milk, and it's gonna turn into a bechamel. So there you have it. We cubed up our fontina and cheddar real fast. The bechamel's coming together beautifully. There's not even cheese in it, and it tastes like mac and cheese.
OMG, dude.
The carrots are a very interesting flavor, I'll tell you what though. So now that this is kind of warm, we're gonna start slowly adding in some of our cheddar and fontina. The way Daddy BlamCo would make it back. Add a little bit at a time. A little, gradually. Look at it. So we cooked a pound of nudes offset, and we are going to drizzle this delicious BlamCo cheese all over these nudes. I want it to be extra cheesy and insane. So this is all mixed up, we're all good. We're gonna switch back to Kevin. He's gonna finish up the Iguana-on-a-stick.
Next step for our Iguana-on-a-sticks is wet your kebab sticks. Just dunk them up, get them nice and soaked, and then you're gonna take one, open up your bag of marinated iguana. You're gonna take 1 piece of iguana, stick it on there like that, and then 2 pieces of onion. And then you're gonna continue that process until you get about 7 to 10 pieces of lizard on your kebab. This one really looks like chicken. This is not a quick process, as you can see. It's cold out, so my fingers are pretty much numb at this point. It's tough to get the iguanas on there because, you know, their legs are so skinny, so you really gotta pay attention to where you're poking it, or it just won't stay on. So now we got our iguanas on the stick, and we're gonna go ahead and grill these up. These are really simple. We have our grill. We're gonna get it on high heat. Lizards you can cook, and they're still pretty tender no matter what. So we're gonna crank this up a little bit. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our skewer, boom, drop it right on there. We're gonna go ahead and let these cook for about 5 to 10 minutes, and you're gonna rotate them, you know, every 2 minutes or so to make sure nothing burns. So it's been about 7 to 10 minutes. We got a really good crisp on our iguana. We're gonna go ahead and pull these off and put them on a plate. And if you can see that fire there, that is why you are supposed to wet the sticks before you put them on the grill. I got a little extra meat there. Wow, that was an awesome experience. Episode 1, Fallout Eats.
Yes.
We finally got to use our great set that we made. And
First episode, new set. And
what did we
wasn't
make?
Too bad. We made Iguana-on-a-stick and BlamCo Mac and Cheese.
oh, it's so delicious. Which one you want to start with?
The mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese, yeah, me too, man. Whew.
This is how we make mac and cheese from now on.
Yeah. It tastes like just like, you know, pre-war BlamCo Mac and Cheese.
Say what you will about companies of the pre-war time.
Right?
The Great
They
War.
really know how to preserve food. Dude, this is fantastic, but we do have a time limit.
And we gotta
gotta,
that.
yeah.
All right.
Come back to this in a minute. Cheers.
Cheers. The iguana's good. Mm-hmm. The garlic from the marinade. This in there.
The only thing I would do is like a little touch of salt, but other than that, it's great. I like salt, but it is delicious. Very simple. Food is limited in the wasteland.
The red onion's actually sweet.
Yeah.
The sweetness came out on
Yeah.
the grill.
Well, that's it for Fallout Eats.
Yeah, we don't know.
episode
What,
1.
we don't really have to say goodbyes.
No.
Preston Garvey said there's additional settlements that need your attention.
10 Pines Bluff. Be there.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help.
I'm one of them raiders.
You did a great job today, bro. We pushed through. Now we gotta clean up.